Hey everybody, so let's see. I'm gonna do a few Ask Jamies. Let's see. Do I still have my tonsils? Yes. What would a warning label say about me? My warning label would say approach with caution because my anger can get a little out of hand sometimes. How were you like in high school and did you change? In high school, well, more like junior high, I was very bitchy. Like, I had what you call short person syndrome, where you ever see a tiny dog and they act like they're a Doberman around a big dog? Well, that was kind of like me in junior high, because if anybody even looked at me the wrong way, I would cuss them, I'd hit them, I'd punch them, I'd run over their feet with my rolling book sack, I'd kick their shins. But that's only because my first day of junior high was really bad. I got out of the car thinking, hey, just another school. And I tried being nice and found out that I had to stand up for myself because I was in the lunch line and somebody cut me in the lunch line, went ahead of me, took my spot. So I asked them nicely, hey, I was there first, can you please move back to your spot? They ignored me. Tried it again. They ignored me again. Tried a third time, and I said, please, can you please go back to your spot? Still ignored me. I'm getting frustrated. Because one, I didn't eat breakfast. I was hungry. Or as they call it, hangry. um, so, uh, and the GE teacher wasn't even doing anything. So I swung my leg back and kicked him right there in the shin. And I moved back in my spot and I said, look, just because I'm short, don't take advantage of me. And I kind of just took it to extremes after that. Do I regret it? Yes. And I kind of had a few people in my class wanting to kick my ass because they thought I needed to be brought down a few notches. One person in the band, this is another story from junior high. I had PE in the morning, and the gym was right next door to the band room. Like, they were connected. So, the band teacher wasn't in that day, and because I had a disability, I couldn't always do the PE activities. And this happened to be one of the days I was sitting out. So, Ms. Bell, the PE coach for the girls, said, Jamie, can you go to the band room and ask the kids to come into the gym since Mr. Roman's going to be late, which was the band teacher. So I go in there, not realizing that like 3 of those students in there hate my guts because I got on their bad side. They see me without a teacher, and one of them picks me up by my shirt and has me up against the wall, about to punch me, or I don't know what she was gonna do. But thankfully, the PE coach came in because I was taking too long, and she sensed there was trouble. Thankfully. Um, but years later, when we were all in high school, I made up with them. I said, look, in junior high, I was going through some issues. I explained everything that happened. And they forgave me. They understood. And we're actually friends now. They still like to mess with me about it. Like, on Facebook, they'll be like, oh, look, it's Jamie. She was so mean. And I said, y'all gonna remind me that, keep reminding me of that the rest of my life, ain't y'all? And they said, yeah, pretty much. And I said, even if I have kids, y'all gonna be telling them those stories, aren't y'all? And they said, oh, yeah. And I was like, I thought y'all were my friend. And they're like, yeah, but we gotta keep you in line. So, yeah. Everybody likes to mess with me. Let's see. Hmm. Do I like to dance? Yes, but I'm not very good at it. Do I have any pets? Yes, I do. My favorite dog, Minier. Um, do I believe the devil exists? Yes, because how else do you explain the evil in the world? Favorite soda? If anybody knows me, they'll answer this for you. Coca-Cola. A lot of my friends like to pick at me and say, "Lay off the Coke, Jamie." And I'm like, and they'll spell it like Coke, Coke, and they'll make it like sound like cocaine. And I'll be like, "It's not the kind y'all snort, you ding dongs." Or they'll say, crack kills, and just they like to give me a hard time. When was the last time I stepped out of my comfort zone and tried something new? There's a few instances. Camp Weekend Do, which was a camp for special needs kids. 2003, talent show was the first time. And then in 2004, when I started doing poetry for class, I didn't want to at first. And I actually got an F that 6 weeks. And Mom found out, and she's like, "For Mother's Day, you're writing me a poem. It doesn't have to be good." So, yeah. And I had to make up the assignment for class. My parents pushed me in school. What else? In St. Louis, talking at one of the conferences for the respiratory director. There's a few instances. I mean, I used to be really shy and reserved because, again, I got bullied. But as I've gotten older, I've tried to do more. Yeah, I mean, I'm still kind of reserved in some things, but life's a learning process. Do, do, do. Would you rather $50,000 free and clear or $150,000 that's illegal? $50,000 free and clear because I don't want to be a criminal. What did I dream about last night? And this was 3 months ago. I had a sweet dream. I was at Shriners, which was a hospital I used to attend. One from age 2 until 17 in Shreveport, and then the St. Louis one for Halo Traction in 2012. Anyway, I had a sweet dream. I was at Shriners like a volunteer or worker, I guess, and they had a nonverbal or deaf patient, and I was able to interact and get her to go to a rec area and have some fun. I tried talking softly, writing down, even learned sign language in the dream, but I don't remember which one actually worked. Okay. What's my favorite seafood? Duh, I'm from Louisiana. Crawfish. Do I believe in miracles? Yes, definitely. Would you rather be a teenager again or a child again? Child. Simpler times. Once I became a teenager, all the things went to hell. Um, do you make friends easily? Yes, sometimes. Is it okay for a girl to ask a guy out on a date? Sure. It's 2019. Well, now it's 2020. What animal is your biggest fear? And I had more than one animal. Frogs, lizards, snakes, sharks, gators, crocs, spiders, wasps, bees, yellow jackets, etc. Um, is there any person you're afraid of? I put my dad. And no, I'm not. Let me explain. My dad is a very big guy, and he was very tough on me growing up. He was not home often. He worked away a lot. So I didn't really get that bond. Like most girls have a daddy-daughter bond, and me and mom are like this. Um, Dad was always the disciplinarian, and he always pushed me. He never let me give in to the excuse of my disability, which I thank him for that now. Mom always says that if her and Dad would have ever broken up, she would have pitied me and let me get away with a lot more than what I was allowed to get away with. She still was lenient on some things. Yes, she was very tough on me on as far as school, and she had to be sometimes because Dad worked away. But when Dad was home, like, he was never that soft and understanding. He was always like, he could never stand to see me cry. It would aggravate him. And I don't know if it's because he couldn't fix my problems or what, but he would just get so frustrated if I'd start crying. So, and I think it's because of that. Like, I have a hard time talking to him. I love him. I do. And he's my dad. I'm always gonna love him. But when I have a problem, I run to Mom. Because I am scared of how my dad's going to react. He would never hurt me. But I'm very sensitive. So I know if he's going to start yelling and have a fit, I'm more than likely going to cry. And that's going to piss him off more. So that's the background on my answer. Anyway, that's enough questions for tonight. Because I'm getting a headache and I probably should be wearing my glasses. But I'm not. Bad me. Anyway, good night.